És ilyenkor a kamerában nézek be, vagy hogy van, vagy téged nézlek?
Ez egy érdekes kérdés, na várj csak, most megállítom egy picit. Várj csak, most bénázok. Várjál. Welcome everyone. Bea Palya is here together with Jácinta Gábor. I will introduce her in a minute. I would like to just introduce why we are here, and we are very happy that we can spend some minutes with you, our listeners and watchers. So before I run again my Unleashing Your Authentic Feminine Voice for Power and Impact course, I would like to bring more voices to the online space, or to the online fire space as I call. And so I would like to ask my clients or my students who has been with me already in previous courses, what was the main transformation? Because I believe that my results is the results of my clients. So here is Gábor Jácinta Gábor. Thank you for accepting my invitation. It's a deep honor to work with you. And so thank you, Jácinta. I'm so
Thank you
happy.
so
Thank
much.
you for sighing it out. Ah,
It's just such a joy to be here with you.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, my first question is, how are you today?
Mm. Well, I have to say, I feel quite excited. I've been looking forward to seeing you again, and I just feel so filled with joy after having done this course. It's just been absolutely transformative,
Oh,
and I'm drinking the nectar of it every single day.
wow, can you hear this? I'm drinking the nectar of it every single day. Oh, better than that. I mean, it's so good to hear that
Mm,
all the tools, because these are very concrete tools that we learned, you use it and it has results. So this is the best thing that can happen to me as
mm,
well as a teacher. So you mentioned transformation. This is the very thing I would like to ask you. So what was the situation in terms of you and your voice, you expressing your authentic self through the voice? What was the main issues, problems, or places where you have not been free enough or freed
mm.
enough? Can you tell me a little bit of a before statement?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I work as a counselor, so I speak. I use my voice every day, but it's a very intimate atmosphere with one-on-one therapy sessions,
Oh,
right?
you work one on one explicitly? One on one, just one on one, or
One-on-one. Sometimes with groups, yes, as well. But
great?
when I worked with groups, I could feel that I'm not fully expressing myself, my voice, the full capacity of it. But I've been more silent, like getting used to the familiar, intimate voice, and I love that. But I was also longing to have
Mm-hmm.
something that is really expressing
Yeah,
the core strength of my
yeah.
being. Yeah.
Oh, so you felt that you couldn't. It's so interesting to look at your movements and
Mm.
to because I have a lot of memories about you when you dance. Just that, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that Jacinta is a trauma informed counselor and also very much into movement. And
Mm.
so we had some sessions when you moved in the
Mm.
voice sessions, and so it's so nice to even just mirroring a little bit your movement. So you felt before that you couldn't use, that's what you said, the full capacity of your voice.
Exactly.
And so what happened during the class? I was like, no.
Well, it's been a journey from the very beginning, and I could feel it after each and every class that there was a breakthrough for me. Just for me to be able to just open my voice and sing without
Uh-huh.
being mindful who is
Yeah.
listening to me or who is not. That was so freeing,
Mm.
that itself. And the big breakthrough, which of course you know about, is like overwriting my limiting self beliefs. And that was incredibly impactful. To
Mm.
overwrite and see how a part of me was still like shrinking, and just
Yeah.
thinking that I was small. And then it was so good that I just, no, I sing, whatever, however it sounds. I
Yeah.
am here and I sing. And that was such a,
Sing,
I
my
can,
sister, sing. Yes. I love to mirror your movement because yes, we were together in this process, and I thank you for being the witness of it and the support force for it. But you did it, and so it's so beautiful the way you put into words that overwriting the belief system. So it's not just the physical voice itself, but also the narrative that you give to yourself about it. How is my voice? How is my speaking voice? How is my singing voice? And oh, what was your sentence like? You need to be quiet or something. Or
yes,
I
I
don't have a
was
voice.
shrinking
Yeah,
myself somehow
yeah.
because I had this belief that I was tone deaf and I cannot
Ah,
sing. So
yeah.
then, when like related to my voice, there has been a psychological block. I'm
Yeah.
really, really aware of that.
And
Yes.
interestingly enough, we got to this point through singing and through the voice work, through the vocalization. So it's so interesting that the the physical own voice, our voice, and the symbolical sense, our own voice in a
Mm.
symbolical sense, these two things are deeply intertwined. And so you were so wonderful. Um, uh, you wonderfully proved that in the moment you could switch in the narratives, you started to open up the upper lips even more.
Yes.
And you remember when your classmates also started to say, wow, what is this? Even when you speak is different.
I remember, and then I just felt this like really a big space, like as you say,
Yes.
like with the
The
Carnegie
hugeness
Hall,
of the
right?
space here, yeah. Yes. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, and so what happened since? So you opened up your voice and we were together in this course like last month, so a month ago.
Mm.
So what was the afterlife of all this material and actually practice and
Mm.
very concrete assignments? So it's a physical practice. What happened after with your speaking voice and
Mm. Well, the practices, I've been very loyal to them because I find them incredibly useful. So even between therapy sessions, I do a little bit of time mask, just like,
yeah, just to our listeners, one of my favorite exercise which my students tend to like is a time mask.
I find it to be absolutely brilliant. So I use some of those concrete exercises from the body sequences.
Mm,
Then they have been very supportive. Yeah,
yeah.
so just this one, opening the chest. It's very helpful for me as well to come into my body more
Mm,
and to connect to my voice and
mm,
welcome each client from this very resource place. And I noticed there has been a heightened sense of awareness since your course to checking in and seeing how connected my voice is to my body.
oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And you, as a counselor, I think it's a key element when you work with people that you also connect to yourself and to your clients. And we always started the class with a 5 exercise body sequence and then 1 or 2 minutes of self check in because I think voice plays a huge, actually, a way more huge part of our authentic self expression than we think. So
Mm,
in the beginning, Jácinta and all the other beautiful women in the group
mm,
were asked to talk to themselves muted, just like that. Just we don't hear each other, but we hold the space. I hold the space for you, and for we hold the space for each other. And I think just to come back to the body through speaking, because no one hears us, so we don't have to care who thinks what,
exactly.
as you said. And then we come back and talk. So I'm so happy that you could implement this in the in your practice?
Absolutely, absolutely. It plays a huge part of my day-to-day life now. And also when I teach Qigong classes as well, and I did notice, that my voice is more empowered since the course. I keep that relaxed tone, but also there's like it's connected to my core, to my belly, and I can somehow even just speaking about it right now.
Yeah, and
Mm, yeah.
it's so beautiful what you said because I feel it in my body when you said
Mm,
my voice during the Qigong class was more like somehow bigger, more,
empowered.
yeah,
Yeah.
more empowered and impactful. It's so beautiful, and I'm so happy because in the process we had, because this is a course where I still offer a little one-on-one mini processes in between the classes, and that's where many of the breakthroughs happened last in the last round as well. And so coming from tone deaf to singing beautifully, it's actually possible. Like, because no, at first, because I don't believe you are tone deaf, none of us is,
Mhm.
unless we have really some problem in the organ, that till the point you can say a hello, which you probably learned from your caregivers in a very early age, probably you can imitate any sound. It's just a question of how much you do it. And so I clearly remember that after the auditive soul hunting process, you started to open up more, like many of my clients.
Yes. I bathe in the memory of that, just like going through all those different emotions and letting them be present in my voice.
And
Mm.
the beauty you spread through the songs, it's here songs are singing are just tools, so it's not the aim to go to Carnegie Hall, or although you can. It's not also, it's not a, but just the tool
Mm.
of the joy of singing and the opening in a physical vocal apparatus through the songs that we learn. I remember this video you sent to me, and I was like literally like, what, who is this woman? Like, I was I was like I was having a memory, an auditive memory about you and your voice, and then something
Mm.
just happened, and it's each time, like, for me it's an honor to witness
Mm.
this because you do it. It's I just provide some tools and some space to
But
play with.
amazing tools, Ben. I also want to say a huge thank you, a huge, huge thank you, because your support has been incredibly, incredibly valuable. And also the one-on-one, I just to be able to send you videos. And of course I was shy, of course I was a little bit nervous, but I broke through those fears, and then it was so rewarding. And just to have that incredible, loving, heartfelt support from you coming through the videos, like just to be loved so completely. I have to say that was also a huge part of this
Mm.
journey.
I'm so happy you mentioned this. Also, the community, the safe, loving space, and also that why I was listening to you now. The thing that came to my mind is that you said you broke through these fears and you sent me the videos, that you're a trauma informed counselor, so you know a lot about trauma and how does it impact the body. So I also would like to express my thankfulness and my gratefulness to you because you also made yourself and your own body, you turned it into creative material with which you could work in a very experimental and physical way in terms of giving a sound or singing something or trying out crazy stuff and vocalization. So, is there, I don't know, it's just a question that emerged while I was listening to you, that is there anything that change changed in you in terms of dealing with your own traumas?
Mm. It's a really good question, and thank you, Bea, for
I was
that.
a little shy to ask, but
No, it's great that you asked, because I I like to be present with whatever is happening. And of course, I mean, I have to say I have processed a lot of my own traumas, and that's part of the journey. but I also see it's an ongoing journey. So I don't see healing as a linear
Now I'm
process
healed.
where we can say, okay, now I'm
I'm
healed for
done.
it. That's it.
When
It's
we die,
done.
maybe.
I don't look at it like that. So I see that's an ongoing learning. It's really I see it more like it's happening in a spiral. And
Mhm.
I see like somehow this part of me who has been shy. I don't know why I can think about some memories when I was singing, and it's like, oh, I've been told off by my teachers that you don't have such a good voice.
Oh, it's
So
so
of course that part of me, that got that impulse that singing is not bringing joy to others. So of course I would make myself then smaller and rather not sing in order to please
mm.
those teachers around me, and I get a little bit
Wow,
teary. So
me
thank you so
too.
much for asking.
Just let me reverberate those
Mm,
words because these are, I think it can talk to so many of us. Like when I sing, I don't sing to please others.
mm,
It's for my own joy and for my
mm.
own. Sorry, maybe I translated a little bit, but
Yes, it's
not
great
to
that you did that. That's the
it's
thing.
not to please others, not my teachers. It's
Mm, mm,
I'm so thankful you mentioned this, and I'm so also I was now I thankful to myself I dare asking because I know it's a sensitive place,
mm.
and also you mentioned in the before I push the recording button that you do every day this little crazy mantra in like this day is so good. Oh my god, you love me, and this is actually a funny vocal warm up sequences. As you can hear, I have an accent. I'm a Hungarian speaker. Jácinta is also
Yes.
Hungarian, but English speaker as well. So it's so funny because my American clients said that they say this mantra with my accent. so the fun game here is to be at home in every part of your body, like imagine like there is a tube in the internal axis of our bodies, and we say this funny sequence that this is so good, oh my god, you love me. And so in the moment we got to this call, you said this, and immediately my smile went up to hear that. It also says to me that you use it every day, which is
Mm.
also a great thing.
I really did, and think about you like when I wake up not feeling so energetic, it's like, okay, but I'm alive. It's another beautiful day.
That was my my point.
Yes, your mantra is just like being grateful and thankful, and I really use that. So,
Yeah, and I'm thankful to you and all my clients because you make me create all this funny and sometimes strange material with Hungarian accent. But I mean, this is a vocal warm up and a positive mantra because it's gratefulness and vocal warm up in the same uh, tool at the same exercise. So I'm so happy that you could implement this and use it and turn it into other gold when you heal others. And Yacinta, I would like to say how much I love you and I respect you because you are such a beautiful human soul and body and person, which I extremely grateful for. And also your presence and your contribution was huge in this group. Your love shines through the camera, and whenever you spoke or you sang, it was just so beautifully, flowing in the space. So thank you so much.
thank you very so much. There are no words truly to express my gratitude. I mean,
Mm.
I've known you for so long, and you have me go through so different phases of my womanhood. Just so wonderful.
Yeah, I'm always crying. It's meant to be a testimonial interview, and I'm always crying like, oh, but this is so beautiful. That's why we do it. That's it's a space full of emotions and love, and also framework and structure as well. But
Structure and vulnerability and sensitivity. So I really, really
yeah,
value all of that. Thank you so, so much.
thank you so much. I'm happy that I could be the supporter and the space holder for your process, and God bless your voice. This day is so good. Oh my God, you love me. And if you
Yes.
want to know more about Jacinta's work and contact information, we put it under the video, so you can. Con- I don't know if you are how much
Yeah.
free space you have, but
Yes.
but because Jacinta is a very well-known counselor here, and with a lot of clients, and me myself sometimes I contact you if you. So it's a beautiful work that you offer to the world, and God bless, and God, whatever, whoever is your God, your
Mm.
God bless your voice and your power and your wisdom that you spread to the world and turn it into gold. Thank you so much. Jacinta, köszönöm
Thank you.
szépen.
Yeah, I
Köszönöm
can just
szépen.
only say the same thing. God bless you and God bless you and just amazing work you're doing. Thank
Thank you. I love you so
you.
much.
I love you so much. Mm.